Hey guys, day after Thanksgiving. Went out a couple weeks ago. Found a few interesting things. Went to a new spot. Um, wasn't real productive, but I did find some things that were kind of interesting. But anyway, I thought I would go over them with you. Um, these are some pestles, or chipping stones or hammer stones that I found. That one's made of quartz. It's got a lot of oil on it. You see where it's been chipped out, flaked out, notched out at the top, like you see a lot of them. Really worn on the bottom there. But a nice little small piece. Real dense material, real dense quartz. It's been worked pretty well. Nice little piece. This one's kind of in that icicle shaped. Looks to me like it's really old. There's the top, got a lot of oil on it. As you can see right in through here. That one was used a lot. It's really worn. This one's kind of polished off a little bit more. I think it's granite. But find a lot of those, and we couldn't really quite figure out what this was to start with, but I think, like you say, as I say, if you kind of find the wear points on it, it kind of gives you a start. And this bottom is really worn pretty well, so I was surmising that that was the striking point on it there, or the hammer point. And then I looked over here, and there's a fair amount of oil, and it's real smooth right in here, and kind of indented. And so I kind of grabbed it like that. Saw my fingers lay right in there, in that indented area. Thumb right in there. And I believe that's what it was. It was just a really good thumb notch to kind of give you a good grip on this pestle here. So it wasn't used this way. Well, like I have a lot of them, like these down here would be used, but it was actually probably used like that, and then hammered like that, give you a really good grip. But they could have used this also as an abrader right in here. It's really not that sharp in there, but maybe for some larger poles or something like that, they could have used that maybe for an abrader to take the bark and knots off. But I think for the most part it was used as a pestle or hammerstone or chipping stone. Like I say, that part right there is really worn. This, I'm not real sure. Kind of interesting piece. It's almost like a kind of a spoon or something. Been pecked out right here on both sides quite a bit, and then chipped out here. All this has been all chipped out. It's got this little lip on it, and you see it's really dark right in here, so I'm not real sure what. Fair amount of oil in there. I'm not sure what they use this for. Almost like a spoon of some kind. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty interesting piece. A couple polishing stones. That one's reused quite a bit. It's really worn around the edges. Polishing surface there. And this one just got a ton of oil on it. I think this was used as a polishing stone. I'm not 100% sure. Real smooth right in here. Kind of dimpled in right there, and may have used it like this to polish some pottery or something. And I did find, this is the first piece of pottery I found actually in the river. For whatever reason, all this time I've been hunting, I've never found a piece of pottery, but there's one there. Like I say, this is a different spot. And this was probably the most interesting thing that I found. This is an effigy. It is kind of funny looking. It's granite with a little bit of a quartz vein running through the top. On either side of that white granite, there's eyes that have been pecked out. And then all down either side of that, the nose has all been pecked out. And then there's the mouth right there. So it's a real interesting piece. I would say it's an effigy of a face. Guy might have had a really big nose. I don't know. But it's an interesting piece. All this has been pecked out around the top. And I thought I'd bring out one of the ones I found a while back that's kind of similar. The two eyes here and then the nose in the middle, and actually right there at the end of the nose it has two little nostrils that have been actually pecked out. And then there's the mouth there at the bottom. It's kind of an interesting piece. But yeah, these slitted eyes on this one. And I have some bird effigies like they have those slitted eyes. Anyway, that's what I have right now. We'll try to get back in the water maybe in another week or two. Been over in London for a week visiting my daughter, so got to get back to work Monday and see what's going on there, and then go from there. Talk with you later. Appreciate you tuning in.